Well, this lesson deals with how to manipulate power series. Some of them we manipulate using algebra, that's this screencast. Some of them we manipulate using calculus, that's the next screencast. This screencast deals with the idea that we know that 1 over 1 minus x is 1 plus x squared plus dot dot dot. All the terms are x to the n plus dot dot dot. And we know that that's true on negative 1 to 1. Just a couple of notes for all my friends who try to write things for me. We write out at least 3 terms, and then a plus dot 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 plus, and then the generic term, and a plus dot dot dot. The pluses around the 3 dots matter. The plus before the 3 dots matters. This is the thing we know. This is our super important, gotta have it, way important thing. So, construct a power series for 3x over 1 minus x squared. And that's just like, what in the world is that, right? Like, that's just crazy. Can we do it? Sure we can. This is 3x times 1 over 1 minus x squared. But how does this relate to that? Well, if we substitute x squared where the x goes, then we substitute x squared where the x goes, substitute x squared where the x goes, and so on. So this is 3x times 1 plus x squared plus x squared squared, and so on. The generic term is x to the 2n, and we just keep going. Well, this is basically a polynomial, so we treat it as such. What's the generic term? There's a 3 times x to the 2n plus 1. There's a plus there, and so on. Well, if this is only true from negative 1 to 1, this won't be true beyond that. X squared has to be between negative 1 and 1, and it is. It is. So, well, if that's the case, what about this? Oh, well, now you're asking for it. Would you believe me if I told you that partial fraction decomposition says that this fraction is equal to this fraction plus that fraction? Would you believe me? Yes. This one we know, so that's really nice. 1 plus x squared, and so on. It's this one that's the doozy, because our solid gold thing requires a 1 and a minus. So we've got to do something to make this a 1 minus. And the thing we do to make this a 1 minus is we just divide everybody by 2. We divide this by 2, we divide this by 2, we divide this by 2. It keeps all the values the same. And then we know what to do with 1 over 1 minus x over 2. We would sub in x over 2, sub in x over 2, and so on. So we just multiply that by 3 halves. 3 halves times 1 plus x over 2 plus x over 2 squared, and so on. So we think about what this means for us. How do we add those things together? Well, there's a 1 and a 3 halves. That's 5 halves. There's a 1x and a 3/4 x. x, right? 3/4 x, right? So just for convenience, that's a 1 plus 3/4 x. And then there's a 1x squared and a 3/8 x squared. So that's 1 plus 3/8 x squared and so on. So what's the generic term? The generic term is 1 plus 3 over 2 to the n plus 1 times x to the n, and it goes on. Where does this converge? Well, the interval of convergence here is -1 to 1. The interval of convergence here is -2 to 2, because those are all the values for which x over 2 has an absolute value less than 1. So whatever the intersection is between those sets is going to be the interval of convergence. This one lives inside of that one, and so it's true on -1 to 1. We can really mess with power series in some pretty serious ways. I'll give you one more just for fun. Construct a power series for 1 over 1 minus x times 1 minus x cubed on -1 to 1. Well, now, wait a second. Wait a second. This is 1 over 1 minus x times 1 over 1 minus x cubed. That's 1 plus x squared and so on times 1 plus x cubed plus x cubed squared and so on. Well, that's just crazy. That is crazy. Well, what's that going to look like? I don't know how to multiply infinitely many things by infinitely many things. So let's do this one at a time. Let's do 1 times all those parentheses. And then let's do x times all of those parentheses. And then let's do x squared times all of those parentheses. And then let's do x cubed times. And that just goes. So what do we notice? We notice that there's a 1 and an x squared. But then we notice that by the time you get to x cubed, there's another one. And similarly, there will be 2x to the fourths, and there will be 2x to the fifths. But then by the time you get to x to the sixth, there's this one, and there will be one more. And so what do we got? We've got 1 plus x squared. We've got 2x cubed, 2x to the fourth, 2x to the fifth. We've got 3x to the sixth, 3x to the seventh, 3x to the eighth, and that pattern continues. That power series will converge to this fraction on -1 to 1. So the key here is that if we know this series, we can make all sorts of others just by using algebra, So time to brush up on algebra. We'll catch up when we gather in class.